welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen, and today I'm going to make a soap using this fragrance. It's called Black Raspberry and Vanilla. Sorry, the label is smudged a little. From Nature's Garden. I have soaped with this before, and it soaps beautifully and smells really great. I mean, it smells exactly like it should. And it has, I wrote my little bullet notes on the side here. It says none. That means it doesn't cause discoloration, acceleration, separation, ricing, all of that. Again, this is a winner in soap. I love it. I do it every year. So that's the fragrance today. I'm going to be doing a double batch, and I need to very first, before I get to making soap, make my little embeds. I'm going to make some melt and pour raspberries, blackberries and raspberries, because it's black raspberry. What's the difference between a black raspberry and a blackberry? I honestly don't know. I love all those kind of berries. So anyway, here are my little teeny cavity molds. I got these on Amazon. I'll leave a link for them down below. They're just great. So I'm going to do two different colors for my berries. I am going to do blackberry from Nurture Soap, and this is so beautiful. It's like a very dark eggplant color. I love it. So that'll be some of my berries, and then my other berries I'm going to do, sorry, looking down at my color stack here, red vibrance. So I'm going to have some red berries and some sort of eggplanty blackberry color berries, and then in the body of this, because this makes me sort of think of an ice cream sundae type of a deal. It smells that good. I want to do a little bit of my Purple Galaxy Mica. This is from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and it is truly that beautiful, that color, along with from Nurture Soap, Yellow Vibrance. Absolutely gorgeous. So little wispy swirls of this, and then the berries on top. I will pull off a little bit of the soap batter and add some titanium dioxide to make it bright white and do like a cream dollop top so I can poke my berries in it. They're just scrumptious. I love making this soap every year, and so that's what we're doing today. So the first thing I need to do is get my melt and pour berries made, and then we will come back and make our soap. All right, we are back for soap additives time, but I want to show you my little berries that are all ready to go on top. And this is the melt and pour that I used from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It's a baby buttermilk. It's just a nice all-around melt and pour. So that is what I use to make the embeds. Now let's talk about the additives. I'm going to do my oats and clay like I normally do, and I'm going to add some cream powder because I think berries and cream are divine, and it goes along with the fragrance and the theme and everything. So 2 tablespoons of cream powder is going in first thing. I love cream in my soap. It adds just a luxurious feel to the lather. It really does. All right, here goes my clay, 2 tablespoons of kaolin clay, and 2 tablespoons of colloidal oats. Let's get this all blended up before we get moving forward. We are back with our oils and butters and all the additives and the fragrances in here, and our lye solution, which has tussa silk fibers, cane sugar, and sodium lactate. And I have all of my colors pre-dispersed here in a little distilled water off to the side. The white is for the cream topping. Okay, so the plan is I want to do an in the pot swirl. And so what I'll do is pour 1 color at the 6 and the 12 o'clock positions and 1 at the 3 and the 9 o'clock position. And if it's a pretty medium trace, I might run my spatula around once. If it's fluider, I will just leave it and pour, do the in the pot swirl, because I love those random swirlies, and I think it just kind of goes along with this scent today. Kind of wispy and swirly and yummy. So let's get the lye solution in here and get up to a nice emulsion and split off with our colors and all the good stuff. Let's get to it. right, it is the next day. This is my double batch. Here's the one I made on film with you all, but I wanted to show you, I left these here on my table in my cool studio. It's about 64, 62 degrees down here. So I do not think these went through gel phase. And I left them like this because I did not want to melt my melt and pour tops. If you've been with me for any amount of time, you know that I have been known to lid up and put a blanket over soaps with melt and pour tops, and guess what happens? The melt and pour melts. So these did not go through gel phase. I'm very anxious to get in here and see what the inside color looks like. So I will cut the one we made yesterday on screen. I will cut this one with you guys and set this one off to the side for later. So let's get in here and see how that in the pot swirl came out. We are back and it's time to get in here and see how those swirls came out. I am loving the sides, so I have good hopes for the inside of this. I'm going to try and cut this where I don't lop off any berries. Let me see, I think I'll point it down. That'll be easier. I think we got it. And these are melt and pour, so if I do hit one, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But I'd like each bar to have 2 little berries on them. All right, now, oh, pretty. That's lovely. And these smell really pretty. Oh, I think these are lovely. Super happy. Oh, and just the random sort of swirls I think are just so fun. I love In the Pot Swirl for this reason. Each bar is totally different, and I love that. So let me talk about what I'm feeling here because this didn't go through gel phase. It is a little sticky today. I find gel phase makes the bars harder the next day for cutting and stamping. These are a little soft, and so I'm going to wait a good 24 or 48 hours before I come in and do my beveling and stamping on here, because I do not want to be too aggressive with these. I want to treat them gently and not disturb the bars. You know, I don't want to crush them with my stamp. It's a pretty aggressive thing, stamping a soap, and you want a good firm bar when you do that. So, waiting, patience, that's what's the order of the day for these. Oh, this has like a little twirl on top. I love the creamy top. So the base of the bar is a little short, but because I did the little top on there, it's got the same amount of ounces as a regular size bar for me. And most of my bars with the recipe I do and the mold I use are about 5 ounces when I get done cutting. And I've said that before, my wires on here are set at 1 1/4 inch. I just like that thickness. It just feels kind of chunky and substantial in my hand, so that's how I like it. Oh, look at that little cream twirl. So cute. All right, what was I talking about? Softness, tackiness, waiting, patience, all that. Not my long suit, but I am going to be patient with these because I don't want to mess them up because they're so darn cute and they smell delicious. All right, let's get into this middle loaf. Look at that twirl on the end. Love it. So let's talk about the cream powder. I have used cream powder on this channel before in my soaps, and I really, really love how it comes out. Every time I use it, I am so pleased. So I will probably be incorporating cream powder a little more often just because I like it that much. And it makes a beautiful lather also. Ooh, that one's got a cool, like wavy looking. So fun. So yeah, cream powder is on my love list. Buttermilk powder, love that. I have not ever bought goat milk powder because I have still in my freezer farm fresh goat milk that's just waiting to be used in soap. And when I run out, of farm fresh goat milk. I will probably try goat milk powder, but so far I am loving the powder milks in my soaps. If you have never made a milk soap before, I think that's a great way to dip your toes in the milk soap, pool, if you will, because it's so easy to just add it to your oils and it makes such a luxurious lather. I promise you'll love it. This swirl's really pretty. I wanted them to be very kind of light and wispy, and I think we achieved that. Oh, it's just pretty. I keep saying pretty. I need a bigger vocabulary. I use the same words, but you're getting my feel. I'm very happy with these. All right, let's get on to our next loaf. Okay, here is the last loaf on this slab. Look at that twirl. Love, love, love. And I will cut the other loaf off of screen because, it's just doing the same thing over and over here. But I am going to broach a subject now with you all because I want to give you a heads up. I did a video quite a while ago just talking about, it was sort of a personal Q&A type video where I just sat in front of the camera and talked. And I introduced the concept that Ellen Ruth Soap Shop might be going away. And I want to reintroduce that. I have been making a lot of double batches lately and bulking up my shop for the new year, and I'm going to be having a closeout sale because I have a lot of big bottles of fragrance, so I don't like to waste, so I'm trying to use all those up. And the plan is I'm going to have an end of year sale in my shop, and I will stop selling soap online or lotions or any of it. That is my goal for the new year, and there's several factors into that. My husband has some ongoing health issues, and I just don't want to take away any of my time with him. We've been married for 38 years, going on 39 years, and I love it, and I just want to embrace each day that I have with him. And I have grandbabies coming at the time of filming this. Grandbaby number 7 has not come into the world yet, but she is due any day now, literally any day. And this video won't come out for several weeks after I make it. So by the time you see this video, I will have grandbaby number 7 and I'll get to hold her. So just a lot going on personally. And the thing is, I love you guys here on YouTube. I really love doing my YouTube channel videos. So I will continue making soap and lotions and bath bombs and everything. And I want to try some new formulas. But I will make much smaller batches and I will close down my shop. But the YouTube channel, I'm hoping to keep going strong because I absolutely love this and I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be with me. I feel like you're part of the Ellen Ruth team, and I read all of your comments, and you guys are fabulous. You make my job so fun. So YouTube is going to continue all that. I'm just giving you a heads up. If any of you all are soap shoppers with me, I want to give you a heads up about that. I don't want anyone to be surprised when the day comes and the shop closes down, but it's actually a good step forward for me. So all that being said, I'm going to wait a few days and we'll come back in and bevel and stamp. And I thank you for joining me today, and I do hope you have a wonderful day.